Hello, Aries, and welcome to Your Natural Healer channel. My name is Tammy, and welcome to your August Zodiac reading. This particular reading I will be doing quarterly, and we are going to be doing a reading today about our current karma that's going on in our life, or I should say in your life. So again, welcome. My space is a little tight. I wanted to get the candle going because of the fact that we will be tapping into Akashic records a little bit and contacting our angels and ancestors. And I've had great luck with the candle, with candle magic and doing some of these readings. So if we see a spark happen, that's a wonderful thing. That means that someone is sending a message. So anyway, I'm very happy to have you here. So really quickly, let's get some quick housekeeping out of the way. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome. I'm so happy everybody is here, all you Aries people out there. And I would just ask that if you would not mind subscribing to the channel, it really does make a difference. That YouTube algorithm monster, it is real and it is based off of subscribers, and that is so hard to get. Do it authentically. Apparently you can buy subscribers, and I'm not about that. So if it takes me forever to get to 1,000, it takes me forever. But if you would consider subscribing, smash that subscribe button, show YouTube they can't hold us back. You can turn off the notifications, Aries. I understand. I don't want my phone blowing up either, okay? So, again, in advance, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the support. I love doing these readings for you. So we're going to get right into it. Normally, I pull a crystal that I'm drawn to, but for this reading, I'm sticking with two basic crystals. We have selenite, which is the stone of pure white light. This is really a great stone for drawing in positivity, protecting from negative energy. And black kyanite gets rid of any negative energy, including entities. This gets rid of negative. This more creates it clears and then creates a bubble, where this, so with selenite, you could still have a negative entity there, but selenite's going to keep cleaning that energy. Kyanite's just going to say, you got to go. You can't keep on keeping on. So since we're kind of tapping into some things, I wanted to use both. So I am going to use the selenite and clear the cards. They have been saged. I do sage cards in between every single reading, as well as myself and my space. All right, so as you see, we're using 3 decks today. This is a traditional tarot deck. It's not Rider Waite. It is, I don't know where I put the box. It is hold on, the Light Seers Tarot. The artwork is absolutely vibrant and stunning, so that's why I chose it. So we're going to ask 2 questions out of this deck. Then we're going to pull from, this is called the Akashic Tarot deck. We're going to pull 1 card from here and discuss it. And then finally, we're going to pull 1 card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card deck and get a message from someone in our spiritual team, whether it's an angel or a higher being or one of our ancestors. All right. So are we ready to get this party started, Aries? Now, normally, if you're new, I do what's called a Reiki hug, usually at the end of my readings. The Zodiac readings, I do not do the Reiki hug. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling this deck. This deck is really a stiff deck. So I'm going to break it up in pieces to kind of shuffle it. I've used it a few times. I don't use it as often as I would like, but it's going to get its work out here because I'm going to be doing 12 Zodiac readings. As you can see, I am not a great card shuffler, which is absolutely hilarious for the fact that I'm a tarot reader and I can't shuffle cards. But you know what? It is what it is. Now, really quickly, let's talk about the reading. Now, I do connect myself to Aries energy before the reading. And so this reading is technically good for anybody that is an Aries. However, that does not necessarily mean it's going to resonate with you. So if it doesn't resonate with you, couple things. First of all, don't get frustrated. Don't say, oh, this is hocus pocus or fake news and all that. All right. Remember, I'm going to be doing this reading again I'm doing it quarterly. I'm doing 4 different types of Zodiac readings a year. So yeah, that would be, I'll figure it out. Anyway, I can't think right now. I do math all day and I can't think of it right now. But anyway, this reading is going to be good for a couple of months. So come back to it and then maybe it will make more sense. And then also remember, because it is general, it may not resonate ever with you. And that's how general readings work, because I'm not connecting to your personal energy. If you're really looking for something on a more personal level, then go to yournaturalhealer.com/services. And if you want this particular reading, you can say, hey, Tammy, I would like that reading for myself. And, I can let you know how much that would cost for a special reading. And my prices are really fair. What else? Oh, if it does resonate with you, Aries, I want you to take a deep breath in. Now, I'm going to shuffle the cards this way behind the camera because that is a live flame and I do not want cards catching on fire. So if I drop a card, at least it'll drop on the floor. If it does resonate with you, I want you to take your right hand and place it on your heart as you take a deep breath in and say, yes, I claim this for myself. Sorry, I hit the camera there, shuffling. And claim it for yourself, okay? All right. So as I said, we're going to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to try to get all this on camera as best as I can. Like I said, I really wanted to utilize there we go. That looks good. The candle, just to see if anything at all comes through. All right. So the first question, Aries, that we are going to discuss is, how is karma playing out in your life right now? Okay. And the card that you got for that is the Fool. Now, this is not saying you're a fool. A lot of people think that, they think a bad connotation. And look, she's actually holding, looks like a piece of amethyst. Hold on. Yeah, to me, it looks like a piece of amethyst. So maybe you might want to meditate with a little bit of amethyst. But the Fool card, first of all, in tarot, this has to do with Uranus energy. It's all about air energy. Think about air and how air can travel, and it's constantly moving, and it can be warm or cool. It can be calm. It can be destructive. But it also deals in terms of chakras to our crown chakra. All right. Now, in terms of karma, this is a really great card. You are in a really good space karmically. You're very free-spirited. Lots of opportunities are opened up for you right now. You've done, I think, a lot of self-healing. I think you've done a lot of emotional trauma healing, whether it's from this lifetime or another. And while I'm not saying you're totally healed, because, we're never totally healed, you have done a lot of work. And that work has shifted you to a new space. And that new space is opening you up for anything and everything. The thing with the Fool card, it's that type of energy, it's innocence. Think whether it's you started high school or you started college. For me, I was in the Navy, and I went into the Navy when I was 18. I served for about 6 years, just over 6 years. And when I reflect back on like my first day, even my first year in the Navy, oh my God, I was so naive. And that's that full energy. You know, you have hopes and dreams, but you're not really sure what to expect. You're not thinking about the bad things, and you're not really thinking about the awesome things too. And there's things that you can't even fathom that are going to happen. And that is the full energy. And that is where you are, Aries, karmically right now. This is a really, really, really good space. And if you're feeling like you're not there yet, you're going to get there, because I said you've been doing the work. And I think maybe for some of you, like normally I would say this is where you're at right now today when you're watching this. I think this is where you are moving into. So I think you've just got to take the step forward to move into this space. So I don't know if there's some things that you're not completely healed from, or you're still, you know, kind of wrapping up the loose ends on that. But as soon as you do, you're going to move into this very freeing space. And this is what your soul signed up for, was to do that work and to karmically move into now this new phase, this new chapter in your life. Beautiful, 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 Aries, beautiful. All right, let's talk about now a challenge that you need to resolve in order, for this karma. And you're like, well, I can't imagine there's a problem. This sounded good. Remember I said, though, that you might not be fully there yet. You might have one more step to take. So let's see what challenge that you are facing that is, once you resolve it, it's going to allow you to move into this beautiful full energy. And guys, that would be, another major arcana card, strength. And you see the little heart necklace. And I hear Parker. For those of you who don't know Parker is my German Shepherd, she is a spiritualist. She loves tarot. She loves singing bowls. I have to play my singing bowls for her at least once a week. She gets a sound bath every Sunday night. She loves meditating. Her favorite crystal is lapis lazuli. It's crazy. But anyway, real quick about my readings is they're not pre-taped or pre-scripted or edited. So, she knows how to open up doors. So when you hear Parker, aka Dharma, open up the door, you'll know. So if you hear that, that's what it is. Don't freak out. It'll probably scare me. I'll probably go, oh. Okay, so anyway, strength card. The strength card is actually, even though it has the heart here, it is actually a solar plexus chakra card. It's all about the element of fire. And the planet association is the sun. And this card is really talking about courage and strength and confidence. And I'm not getting so much the confidence. I'm really picking up, especially, I'm really drawn to this heart, that you really need to dig deep within you to find the strength and courage that you need to wrap up whatever it is that you've been working on, so that you move to this beautiful, beautiful space. Okay. Maybe you need to do some chakra work on the solar plexus. Maybe it's, you're right there at the finish line. You just haven't broken through that tape, like when you see a marathon and the tape's there and the winner runs through. That's kind of where you're at. You are at that point to run through the tape. So the universe is saying that while you're about to move into this beautiful space, you have to have the courage to do it. And like I said, the full energy, it's all about that innocence. We're not thinking about the what ifs. Do I need plan A, B, C, or D? We're just kind of going for it. And we need to have the strength and the courage to do so. And that is what your challenge that you need to resolve, Aries, in order for you to really move into this next space. All right? I mean, that pretty much is what it is. Let's talk about now a past life connection. It could be yours, past life. It may be somebody else that you've connected to. But we're going to draw that from this Akashic tarot deck. So I'm going to shuffle these, and I'm going to try not to make a mess here. It'd be a little better, but my tripod has a stick thing about that big, and it helps you move the camera around. And if you remove it, the camera just falls down. So I have to stay about 8 inches from the camera, otherwise I keep getting stabbed in the chest from this thing. So I do apologize. And at least you don't get to see my hideous shuffling. Every time my husband watches my videos, he's like, my goodness, Tammy, you really don't know how to shuffle, do you? And it's like, no, sorry, was not really ever my thing. And you know what? I do what I do, and I make it work, okay? All right. So we're going to take the top card. And we're going to set that there. Okay. And I'm actually going to move this deck off to this. I'm going to move it this way. There we go. There we go. All right. So a past life connection. As I said, this card can either be representative of you or someone else that you were connected with in one of your past lives. If this is not something you believe in, I know not everybody believes in past lives, that's okay. Take it with a grain of salt. Or it may resonate differently to you, who knows. All right, so let's talk about our past life connection. And you got the divine physician. And see, he's looking like he's got a jug of water in his hand, which water is so, so healing to us. And I'm trying to take a second to try to determine whether I'm getting the feeling that it's relating to you or to someone else. And I'm getting it was you, that in some past life that you were some type of physician. And because it says divine physician, I'm thinking that maybe it's more in the lines that you were, could have been some kind of clergy person, it could have been a healer. I don't know. Like I said, because of the fact that this is a general reading, I can't get too specific. So that makes it a little harder to do these types of readings. But I definitely feel that you were some type of healer, whether it's a holistic healer, an energy healer, or an actual medical healer. And this connection, you're being called to draw on it because, as I said, this guy's got this little jar of water here, and water is so healing. We need water to live. And this really makes sense because it plays into this strength card, because we said that you need to dig deep within you to finish the healing. Because remember, I just said, this is kind of all making sense now. I just said that you've done a lot of healing and that you're just right there at the finish line, but you got to dig just a little deeper. And you need to dig on your past life experiences to allow you to heal, to allow yourself to have that beautiful light pour into you, that love, that healing energy, to absorb it all within you. One of the things I would suggest, if this is something that you've been working on, if it's been really traumatic in any way, I have a guided meditation called Pink Energy Guided Meditation. It is a fantastic, fantastic healing. Deals with grief and just self-healing and trauma. Great, great, great meditation. It actually came to me. I was meditating one day and I was meditating on my heart space, and the meditation just came in my head and I just worked it from beginning to end. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to write this down. So it's amazing how my guides speak to me like that. But anyway, this isn't about me, Aries. This is about you. You need to tap into that energy that you had from when you were a healer of some sort. And like I said, it could be somebody else that was a connection in a past life. Maybe you had somebody that was a healer in your past life that you dealt with, whether it was a family member or a friend. And like I said, it's kind of hard. So it could go either way. So it's either yourself or someone you were close to in a past life. But you need to dig into that energy. All right, because whoever it was, whether it was you or if it was you, you were a fantastic healer. If it was somebody else, they were really there for you all the time and really helped you in that lifetime. So you need to try to draw on that energy now. You can sit in some quiet meditation. Get some, I'm trying to think. Celestite is a wonderful, wonderful crystal with trying to connect to your angels. Maybe you can try to connect with your Akashic record guide to help you connect to that energy. But I would definitely take some quiet time to try to connect to that. All right. The last card we're going to go ahead and draw, Aries, is a message from either an angel or a guide, or it could possibly even be an ancestor, and something they want to tell you, in relation to this karma that's playing out now. And like I said, if you play your cards right, it's a really, really beautiful space, that full energy. Whoops, I'm sorry, shuffling, that you're moving into. Okay. And we're going to take the top card. All right, we got too many cards. I'm going to move that over here just so we can keep things in order. All right, even though it looked prettier the other way. I'm all about symmetry. All right, so the card you got, Aries, is Druid. Hold the space. Let's take a look at him. Hold space. Well, that really makes a lot of sense, because when you're holding space, this guy is telling you, Druid is telling you it's time to dig in. And the problem is you need to dig your heels in and be determined that you're going to shift your perspective back to trust. And that brings us over back to this card, because remember, the Fool card is all about, like I said, it's that innocence, not knowing what's coming, not even thinking about the possibilities of what may or may not happen, good and bad. With the Fool card, the character is standing on the edge of the cliff and they're just ready to take a leap of faith. And that is what Druid here is telling you, is that you need to get back to trust. Okay, so again, in order to do that, you have to really find that inner strength, Aries. You've had the experience, whether it was yourself in a past life or someone that was close to you in a past life, that you can draw off that healing energy to take that final step and close that chapter so that you can find trust, so that you may move into this beautiful, beautiful space of free spirit, new beginnings, new opportunities in everything: love, life, career, self-love, beauty, you name it, finance, health, all of it. Every possibility available to you, Aries. Just stunning. That is, wow. Oh my goodness, that was a really good reading. So I hope that this resonated with you. I hope this helps you on your journey. I thank you again so much for joining me for your reading. Again, if you are interested in a personal reading, and I do more than readings. I do Reiki, obviously. I do birth chart analysis. There's all kind of planet reports if you're looking on something special, numerology reports. Go check out yournaturalhealer.com/services. I'm not going to list them all here, but the link is down below. Also, if you're interested in purchasing reasonably priced crystals and metaphysical products, you can go to yournaturalhealer.com and go to products as well. I do not price gouge. All right. So, Aries, I thank you so much for your time. I hope that you have a fantastic day or evening when you're finished listening to this. Do the work, take some time, really focus on that solar plexus, your heart space, and find that trust within you. And you're going to be in such a great, great space. I can't say that enough. So good job on doing the work and learning your karmic lessons to date. Really great job, Aries. So with that, go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.